What's the one piece of career advice you wish someone had given you when you were starting out?
So I think my bit of advice would be always treat people with respect at all times. You never know when, it's a small world we work in, and quite often you end up working with people that you may work with earlier on in your career. So build a good network, be respectful, be kind to people, and you're likely to get that back as well. So generally get the support when you need it.
Can you share a pivotal moment in your career journey that made a significant impact?
One stands out particularly is the WannaCry cyber attack in 2017. I still know what day it was as well. That one kind of was the most testing experience of my career. It was very acute and high pressured. And actually there was a huge degree of uncertainty of, what was the impact? So, because the organisation I work for were infected, not affected. So we actually had an active infection, and we did get through that, and we did recover. But it taught quite a lot. I learned a lot about myself in terms of how you deal with things, how you deal with pressure, how you remain calm, how important your team is, particularly in those moments, and how it's important to, in those challenging circumstances, to remain, I guess, a leader and be able to put an arm around people, even though deep inside you're just as worried in some ways. But that was most difficult time, and had the most significant impact. And for me now, moving forward, it's like, well, any challenge you've got to have, you can tackle. You can tackle it. There's a lot more capable than you ever think you are when you go through things like that.
How do you approach challenges and setbacks in your professional life, and what's your go-to strategy for overcoming them?
First of all, I think, in your professional life, it's hopefully a long career. It's a long, it's not a short race, is it? It's a marathon. And so you'll have invariably setbacks and you'll have successes. And I think it's accepting that both things will happen, and that's okay. You kind of cherish both, because when you do have setbacks, they're the opportunities to learn as well. Not to be too hard on yourself, but actually, there's opportunities to learn and maybe do things differently. The way I look at it is, on balance, things will generally work out if you generally have a positive work attitude, and again, you see people with respect, and you do the very best you can. I think generally works out. So yeah, not to beat yourself up too much when things go wrong, but not to ignore them either.